Hello, I'm Dane, and this is Dane Explains. Computers can be pretty frustrating sometimes. Suddenly doing an update that takes half an hour when we need to do something on it urgently, or crashing just a few moments before hitting the save button on a project you've been working all day on. Sometimes it can even seem like the computer is actually doing things like this on purpose, like it has to be possessed or something. Well, could it be? Let me explain. First off, this video builds quite a bit on other videos I did on AIs, the soul, and possession. You may want to go watch those videos first. Link in the description. Anyway, have you ever gotten the feeling your computer is watching you? So many people are worried about being watched on their computers that they borrow to put a tape over their laptop's webcam just in case. Of course, they're not worried that the computer is watching them, but rather that someone else is watching them through their computer. Most people aren't too concerned that their webcam is on if the only thing that's seeing them is their computer. Because why would an inanimate object like their computer care? Well, what if a computer could be possessed? By one or more demons. Well, the idea of a being inside your computer watching you is a bit creepy, especially if it's an intrinsically evil one, like a demon. It doesn't mean a whole lot if watching is all it can do. So if a demon did possess your computer, what would that even mean? First off, when it comes to watching you, a demon doesn't need a webcam to do that. To find out what would happen, let's look at what happens when demons possess inanimate objects, or places. Normally, when a demon possesses an object, what we perceive is usually strange things happening around the object. Like hearing noises, seeing people who aren't there, or bad things occurring around the object. One thing all these have in common is they're all more or less mental effects. Basically, they have to do with the things we perceive, and not changes in reality. I've already done videos on possession, and it's much easier for a demon to alter someone's feeling or perception, especially if that person is inviting the demon, than it is for a demon to alter the physical world around them, like you see in the movie The Exorcist, for example. And yes, those kinds of possessions can and do happen. The Exorcist is based on a true story. It was a bit exaggerated, but not nearly as much as you might hope. At any rate, it's not easy for demons to manipulate the physical world. And they often wouldn't want to because revealing themselves to faithless people is only counterproductive for them. So, if a demon did possess a computer, most likely any effect you would notice would be perceptual. People forget that computers are just extremely complicated machines. However, if you watch the video I did recently on whether AIs have an afterlife, things are starting to get more complicated than just complicated machines. What if a demon possessed an AI? Like I've already covered in other videos, not much more than if a demon possessed a regular computer. But yeah, there's an asterisk. AI don't have brains like we do. Their brains are software running on highly parallelized processors. Boiled down, their learning and acting is still very mechanical like any other computer program. That's because the seeds that are used to add the random spice to the ways AIs learn and act are usually pseudo-random, and not actually true random. If you repeat the same steps using the same number, you always get the same output. If, however, the seeds are generated in a true random way, this would not only allow the AI's decisions to seem more real, but could also allow things in the natural environment, or maybe even the supernatural environment, to affect the AI's thoughts. Especially if the things that are generating those seeds rely on things similar to the mechanisms our brains rely on. Remember, like I pointed out, it's hard for demons to alter the physical world, but relatively easier for them to affect feelings and even perception of animals like ourselves. So, if AIs are using similar mechanisms, there could be similar vulnerabilities. I have a feeling virtually no one currently working on AI is thinking about that. But I think they definitely should be. That doesn't mean I don't think people should be working to improve AI, or even that true random seeds should be avoided. On the contrary, true random seeds may be the only way for AI to progress in some instances. I just think AI developers should proceed with caution. So, should we be worried about demons possessing our computers? No. For now. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. Subscribe to my channel and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon to get extra content and special perks. Link in the description. The more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.